pomeriggio a tutti, sono Federica Meta, sono una giornalista, mi occupo da molti anni di economia digitale, per cui ringrazio prima di tutto in maniera particolare Gravity per avermi dato l'opportunità di moderare questo interessante pomeriggio. Interessante pomeriggio perché accende riflettori su un tema fondamentale che è quello della rigenerazione urbana, della trasformazione urbana che è tornato prepotentemente al centro del dibattito, soprattutto dopo la pandemia da Covid-19 che purtroppo è ancora in corso. Una pandemia che ha rimesso appunto al centro il dibattito sulla necessità di trasformare gli spazi urbani e di provare a testare sulle città che diventano sempre più delle piattaforme di scambio, di interazione e di erogazione di servizi, nuovi servizi e anche nuove modalità con cui erogare questi servizi che andranno sempre di più a migliorare la vita dei cittadini e la qualità della vita dei cittadini sia sul fronte della salute ma anche sul fronte ad esempio della interazione sociale. Durante questo pomeriggio con esperti italiani e internazionali cercheremo di focalizzare l'attenzione su quelli che sono i punti salienti di questi processi che la pandemia necessariamente ha messo in atto, cercando di capire come mettere a valore esperienze e progetti e soprattutto proveremo ad accendere i riflettori sul ruolo che le aziende ad alto contenuto tecnologico il ruolo che queste aziende possono giocare nei processi di rigenerazione urbana e anche di social innovation. Gran parte, diciamo, di questo dibattito pomeridiano sarà in inglese appunto per la presenza di esperti internazionali. Cominciamo dunque con la prima tavola rotonda. Let's start with the first round table. The opening session, we talk about Milano Health City. We talk about this important future with Roberta Gilardi, CIO Gravity, Lori Kuronen, Senior Business Advisor Health Capital Helsinki, Maurizio Getz, partner di Gravity. I would start the talk with Roberta Gilardi. Roberta, Gravity won a contest by City of Milano. The name of the contest was Startup per Milano 2020. The project is Digital Healthcare Sandbox. Which are the main features of this project? And above all, what is your vision about the future of this city of Milan? Prego.
Ciao Federica, hi everybody, thanks for being here today, and ciao Lori. For Gravity is really a new initiative. We start our activities less than 1 month ago, but is a project that started last year during pandemic, and so the idea was to create a new initiative, a new hub. We call it the hybrid hub because we want to point out that it's necessary to be both digital but also physical. I think we want to come back to the physical aspect of a business networking and gathering together. And concerning what you asked me, yes, we want start and work with this prize, and is really a big success for us. And the sandbox, what we want to do is to set up a permanent laboratory in which we can experiment, for example, telemedicine solution and what else connected to the issue of digital health especially. But we want to do this by gathering different professionalities and experience, and we want to also try to bring to the market itself, and so to populations or to people, a new way to access this kind of services, because we think that right now, for example, health is something that you have to approach in a very specific way. I don't think we can have many different solutions on, for example, on our mobile phone and access to each of this kind of solution. But what we want to do is creating a new way, maybe a new infrastructure also. We are also working on an idea and on a project that could arrive to the market. And so that's why we also we have participated to the contest from Comune di Milano, and we won because the idea, I think, is something interesting. Also because we want to be connected with our hub. We are based in Milan, near Piazza Macciachini, is an ex-industrial place in Milan. So we want really to connect to the city and to see how, for example, an initiative, even small like we are, how we can also produce an impact and create something for our city and not only.
Hey, thanks. There is an interesting vision, a concrete vision, how technology can help to transform the city and urban spaces. In this way, I would ask to Lori Kuronen. Lori is a senior business advisor at Capital Helsinki. Lori, can you explain of this project and the impact of this project on the city directly, please?
Yes. So basically, the Health Capital Helsinki project was established 2015, so a bit more than 4 years ago, to develop the Helsinki and the metropolitan area cooperation between life science and health technology actors. The sector has been identified globally and nationally significant growth sector. And kind of the main vision of Health Capital Helsinki project is to make Helsinki metropolitan area the leading place for health and life science technology, research, innovation, business development, and business cooperation in the few specific areas like personalized care, oncology, digital health, and so. And the aim is to also support student-driven startups and develop the startups and growth companies in health sector. Also increase and accelerate the innovation coming from the universities, intensify the research and development, and getting investment activities from international stakeholders, and also strengthening Health Capital Helsinki ecosystem brand and increase the industry international visibility of Finland. And kind of what are the key impacts for the Helsinki and Helsinki area? So far, the key outcomes of our project have been increased the national and international research funding and cooperation, new businesses and established companies, also creating new jobs for the area, and increasing the capital investments here. And also what we have done in our project, we have developed several innovation and business development services to universities and research projects such as Biodesign and Spark program, some market exposure programs, new kind of meeting areas or hubs like G-Gravity in Milan. We have Terkko Health Hub in Meilahti, which is the Helsinki University Faculty for Life Sciences. And also last year, City of Helsinki established an incubation program only for health tech startups and research-based startups called Health Incubator Helsinki. And that's at the moment funded by City of Helsinki. It's a 5-year long program, and at the moment we are having 11 companies and now taking 10 more on the program. And I want to kind of emphasize also the international collaboration concerning the Health Incubator Helsinki. For example, Renato Del Grosso, one of the partners in G-Gravity lab, he has promised to also help and mentor our companies in the life science sector. So always that's very nice to do international collaboration.
Okay, many thanks. The international collaboration is the pillar of innovation, in my opinion. Can I ask you another thing? Do you think that the platform as Health Capital Helsinki is possible to replicate in other country, in other city, in your opinion?
Yes, I think it's possible, and it only kind of needs the mindset of the different stakeholders. And fortunately, we have got in our funding alliance the kind of the key and the relevant stakeholders in the health sector. So our project is funded and backed by cities of Helsinki and Espoo, which are the biggest here in Finland. Then we have Aalto University, University of Helsinki, Tree University of Applied Sciences, and Health University Hospital of Helsinki, which is one of the biggest in Europe. So at least we have all the key players and the mandate to develop this area.
Okay, many thanks. I would like to know by Maurizio Goetz, Partner Gravity, how we can imagine a new city more resilient and closer to the citizen. Please.
Thank you. I think it's important to put people at the center of the development of cities. Therefore, we need to develop a culture of imagination at every level. And it is necessary to consider the different forms of imagination as an important skill that has to be developed. Adaptive imagination, for instance, will help us to cope with the VUCA world characterized by exponential changes. Speculative imagination will give tools to create our desired future. Empathetic imagination is important to open our minds and our hearts. Ethical imagination is necessary to think about the impact of every decision and every action. And systemic imagination is necessary to think about the impact of every decision and every action. Systemic imagination will help us to consider our city as a living organism. And finally, creative imagination will inspire us to bring to life new professions and jobs that don't exist yet. This is an important topic for us here in G-Gravity, and we are thinking that it's necessary to work on this aspect. We will contribute by opening different imagination labs to help people from different industry and different backgrounds to think pragmatically about the future.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Maurizio.
Can you hear me?
Sì.
Can I add something? Because we have heard from me at the beginning, okay, from Lori, that I thank Lori also for this, to be here with us today, because we are starting collaboration on an international layer. And to Maurizio, who is the owner of the most innovative wave that we want to bring to the market with Gravity. What I think, since also in our title of this section there is the mindset, I think is important to point out, because we have many initiatives, also similar. For example, near Milan, we are now looking at the X-Area Expo that is becoming the Human Technopole. So we have initiative in Italy, and Milan is a very dynamic city. But I think that we have to rethink and redesign in a new way and with new approaches. Maurizio says we have to put people at the center. So I think it's very important. What we want to do is to bring this kind of issue and to work on them, and also to work on connection. Why now for example, today we're here with Lori and other guests from foreign experience and countries. It's because we really want to have to compare with them, but also to exchange ideas. We would like with Gravity to do something different in overcome what I call the wallet garden. Now we see there are many initiatives in Italy, but we are also too much fragmented. We are very fragmented. Our market, the innovation market, is still very fragmented, and we would like to give this kind of signal and to work on it and create a collaborative hub like the physical layer we are here today, and the digital platform we are going to release in a few weeks. We want to establish connection and to leverage the value that professional and we have, and startups or our foreign partners, Italian partners, so to work together to create something really different. We hope so. And so that's why. Okay, just what I want to say was this. Do you hear me? Yes? Okay, no, because now it's the first event we are running, and we have a huge amount of technicians here, and this is like to be in a real television set. So,
can I ask other things if you want? Milan is an advanced city. Milan is a platform, ideal platform where test new services, innovative services. Okay, but in Italy there are other cities less advanced than Milan. How can we sustain the development of these cities less advanced, in your opinion?
In my opinion, one first aspect is breaking the silos at any level, breaking silos between topics, between knowledge, and between also people. As Roberta said, they are working with an interesting project, but they are fragmented. And so we have to start a new culture of collaboration, bringing people together in order to exchange ideas and to let emerge a new way of thinking and working, so that it is possible to develop many initiatives that can give and sustain the quality of life of our cities.
I think that in this way it is very important to create a real connection between enterprises and university. I think that in Italy there is no what can I say, an ideal condition in this. No?
It's a matter of culture, I think, especially when it comes to university and SMEs and what we call PME, especially, but businesses, industries. I think that what we can do, not only in G-Gravity, we try to do in our small hub, okay, but I think it is really a matter of creating a new vision on businesses, and to overcome the fragmentation also we have in industries. We are the country of PMA, the SMEs industry, so medium, small, really small compared, for example, to European SMEs. And why? There is a historical reason, there is also a cultural reason. And I think that if we want to compete in a global world, we have to rethink collaboration among corporation, SMEs, etc. And also when we come to the research environment, we have many interesting and important research centers, universities. They produce a lot, but we are not so able in transferring this kind of knowledge to the market. And we didn't succeed in doing what other countries are doing. I think that now we have the chance also. Yes, okay, due to the pandemic is not a good condition, but I think that now with the next generation EU investments and also maybe a new mindset, I hope, coming and arousing after a very difficult, also on a psychological layer, condition that we lived and we are still living, and we don't know how long it could take to not to come back to a normality, because I think that, that come back to the normality it could be not useful if we don't take the positive aspect and what we have learned from the pandemic and the situation. So we have to work, I see, and I think mostly on our culture, and especially when it comes to innovation, and move people, ideas, and to create a new approach to innovation that involved more people, and especially if you have to design solution, for example, for communities, and so to establish a new relation in our society. I think that's the main issue we are going to face.
And do you think that Italy is ready to restart in this way? Really?
I think that Italy must restart in this way. I don't see. Otherwise, we are going to fail. All the country is going to fail. We have to do it, and we can do not alone. We are in another huge country that is Europe. I think we have to start rethinking also the relation that we have with other partner country in Europe. We have to also, Europe could be a new source of innovation and on vision on life. We have a long history. We have yes, we have faced in time and in the past difficulties, wars, etc. But I think that are some of the reasons that could bring us to work more and more together. It's not just a matter of having the European Union. We have to give more a new meaning to the European Union and to work on a European level. That's why we want to start our initiative by being from the beginning connected to the most innovative countries like Finland is. We have a good karma. I don't know why, but we have really a good karma with Finland, and today we have some guests from Finland, and I'm very happy because we can exchange experience, we can exchange ideas, we can do many things. I think that Italy must overcome the fragmentation and work more and more institutions. So the public and the private sector must really overcome the difficulties we have and leverage on people, not only on technology. We often listen to the idea that technology is the relief to every pain. It's not. Technology is something that could help us, but we have to focus on the pain, to focus on the processes, and to focus on what we want to do, on the value. And then technology now is not, we cannot think to do things without technology, okay? But it's not the relief to every pain. It's something that can enable us, expand our experience, expand our ideas, expand the way we work, as we see during the pandemic. So we discovered at a glance that it was possible to work from home, but you can't then be at home for month and month without having a connection physically with people. So that's why I think that we have to do this and to work a lot. It is our chance. It is now is the moment.
In a moment where everybody is talking about digital transformation, we would like to talk about mind transformation and heart transformation, and putting really people together in order to collaborate. This is why our way of thinking is about creating bridges and creating ecosystems, because nobody can win alone. We are not living in an island. We have to collaborate with other initiatives to bring new progress to this city, to this country, and to the world.
I like very much this vision about collaboration, intersectional skills, and change of mind, no? But can I ask another things more institutional? Roberta told about Next Generation EU. In your opinion, which are the main sector where we will to invest to support a new Europe, a new Italy, a new society based on technology, intersectional skill, another type of relationship between the person?
Well, education, education a lot, but a new way, a new education model. I think that we have to start from when we are a child. So it's different to change mind of people for example, in my age. Even if I'm a people that change, and I hope to be an evolving element also within gravity. Yes, but I think that we have to focus a lot on education, but a new way to educate people, and so to rethink also the education system, and apart any consideration on meritocracy or what else, we have to bring new ways to also for learning things, and to take how can I say, to find also a trade-off between experience and pure learning and theories, and bringing some values, the positive aspects, for example, of entrepreneurship into schools, working more in different way. So we have some experience, especially abroad, that works, and I think we have the chance now to do this, also to renew our school system, the buildings, etc. And because it is important to have a nice environment in which you learn, also a nice place, a place in which you see you feel comfortable to be. Also, why not? No, that's one of the issues. For example, the design of places like school or working environment or hospital. They are not designed for people. They are designed for institution, for the back office, for the people that works sometimes. But they don't take care of who is going to be in there. And so we have many things on which we can work on. But it takes a changement in our mindset, and especially in the mindset of people that are in the political layer and decide what to do. Also there, I think that in the public administration we could do a lot by bringing a new way to work, a new way to leverage on people competencies, for example. So education first.
Okay. Education first. Remember something, education, education, education. And Lori, I would like to know what you think about the role of Next Generation EU. How can we use to renew Europe, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think every time if you say that kind of the future relies on the children or the young ones, it's true. And I think as Roberta mentioned about the education and how to develop that, and also the mindset that you have to be open-minded and curious and do kind of business and cooperation cross boundaries, not only in your own area or own country, but include different people from different backgrounds, and yeah, that's the one. And I think kind of the mindset, because I come from startup industry. I have been entrepreneur in different companies, and I like to search things and try to be open-minded and try to new things. And I think one thing, kind of the government deciders and the city representatives and so should not be afraid that kind of the failing. I think you should be more agile, more lean, and try different things, and don't mind if they don't succeed, because at some point you will find the way to do it better and more efficient, like the startup industry.
Okay, thanks. Maurizio, and you? What do you think about Next Generation EU? You have a vision, although you are a visionary. And so, what do you think about the investment of Next Generation EU?
I think that our way of thinking should change, and maybe the next generation will help us to change our mindset. So what the new generation is doing is breaking the silos. They don't like to have boxes or categories. They are more keen to think in a full spectrum way. This is why the next generation can help us, for instance, to, as I said before, to break the silos. And there is a lot that we can do. For instance, to bring the industry of hospitality and to merge with the industry of healthcare, and so to bring hospitality into hospitals. This is just to make an examples. So we have a lot of possibility. There are many ideas, but they are separated. They are not changing, and they are not circulating in the way that should be done. And this, I think that the next generation will help us to achieve this new way of thinking.
Okay, thanks. I promise this is the last answer, but I want to know, in your opinion, we know that to transform a city, a country, a society, we need important digital skill. In your opinion, which are the skills most important to support this transformation?
Well,
I think that we don't know really which skill we are going to use in the next years. Or I know that we have to be open. So I think that in future, or what we do need also now, is not only to learn how to be digital. Okay, you can learn how to use, and this is the first level. And we see that many people use, for example, mobile phones or PCs, but they really don't know how they are using this kind of object, how they also release their data and so on. So we have to start from the beginning and learn how the digital layer can help us, and not to be slave of the digital layer of digital devices. And this is very important, to build up a consciousness in a digital consciousness, I say. And then I think in future we will see, Maurizio is better than me in this, we'll see many integrated competencies or connected competencies. I think that we have to work on the vertical aspect, so is important, okay, being an expert or in some knowledge, but we also have to learn some soft skill and how to collaborate. Collaboration is not just a word; is a way you are, is the way you is an attitude, and so we have to build up this kind of mixture between knowledge and soft skill and openness, and as Laurie said, curiosity. And we have to start again, be curious of our life and of what we do every day, and to build up this kind of links and relation, and also to use this kind of competencies within a digital world and within a digital layer that is now surrounding us. No? The philosopher Luciano Floridi says the infosphere. So the infosphere, we are connected to other, but sometimes we don't know in which game we are.
Maybe the most important skill for the future will be learning to learn, learning to unlearn, and learning to relearn. And so the future will be based on learning, because if we think about future, we are all at the same level. We are all learners.
Many thanks. We are going to the end of this first session. Thanks to Roberta, Lori, and Maurizio, and see you later.
Thanks to you, Federica.
Thank you.
Ciao, Lori.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Thanks.